Hindustani classical reaches its prime, the lines between devotion and performing arts blur, and the stage itself becomes a place of worship. Hello, welcome to CitySpidey. This evening we have with us Miss Kavita Dwibedi. Kavita ji is a well-known Odissi dancer and trainer. She has performed all over the country and has won many laurels to her art. Kavita ji, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Namaskar. Kavita ji, coming from such a legacy, you are the daughter of the legendary Odissi dancer Guru Hare Krishna Behera. So my first question would be, was this career already chosen for you or you yourself got interested?
First of all, thank you to CitySpidey for giving me this opportunity that through your channel, through your portal, I am like reaching to so many people and also to every part of the world. And as your question is that yes, my father is my Guru Hare Krishna Behera ji. Of course, with his inspiration and his initiation, I had to take this dance.
Right.
And because it has come to me as a legacy, it has come to me as a parampara, as a virasat, and it's my duty to take it further and to fulfill his mission to propagate and promote Odissi in the capital.
Lovely, Kavita ji. How did the practice sessions look like for you? Were they more strict?
Yes, because my father was a very strict disciplinarian and he believed more into the practice mode. Because he says, he used to say that without practice, you cannot perform even for 5 minutes. So practice hours were more than the performance.
Right.
So practice used to be almost like every day it used to be 5 to 6 hours. Sometimes it used to be the whole night. So time was not as limited. So once he is in mood to teach, so you cannot say even no. So you have to be there.
Right.
And I think that hard work is very much necessary to keep up the pace, keep up the speed and to reach to this place where I'm trying still.
Do you need a greater dedication for Hindustani classical?
Yes, it has to be there. More than dedication, it is the discipline within you and with lot of devotion and lot of determination. So I think this is very much part and parcel of life too, but you take any profession, so it has to be there in that angles.
Right. Kavita ji, we have seen you perform, we know the grace, but for our viewers, how is the Odissi dance form more special or different from the other dance forms?
Yes, absolutely. Very nice question you asked. For a lay person, definitely, whether it is Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, all these 8 classical dance forms, it might look like as if ye dance hi to hai. It's just like everything is the same, but it is not, because technique wise it is different, costume wise it is different. So in Odissi, as the alphabet is O, which is the first alphabet, and it is round, it is circular. So nothing is breaking. It is like in continuation. So the movements are like one and then follows the other. There is no break. So there is a continuity. And same way, the bends are there because there are there is a bend in that O. So there are bends in the body too, where we sit in the chauka position with the bent knees and with the bent elbows. So that is the square position called chauka, and the other one is a tribhanga, which is the body is divided into 3 parts. So the first part is from shoulder to the hip, hip to the knee, and knee to the heel. So like that there is a triangle shape, and that becomes more graceful, more feminine. So Odissi has both the masculine aspect and the feminine aspect. And the third thing which makes it more graceful is the torso movement, Vakhya Chalan, which makes again in the semicircle direction.
Right.
So all these makes the Odissi dance very graceful, very sculptural oriented, because it has come from this culture. So as you all know about the Konark temple, which was in the 13th century, and there are very good dancing figures. So they become the inspiration for the dance compositions.
Right.
So in totality, I will say that it's a very complete dance form where you find the vigorous dance steps as well as the lasya. So Tandav and lasya both are in proper measurement, but still I feel that lasya is more, the feminine aspect of the dance form is more. And not only that, costume wise it is different, because in all other classical dance forms it is either the gold or the pearls, or we can say kundan, but in Odissi it is all silver jewelry, because silver is very much used in Odisha, and it is a very cool metal, so it complements the dance movements. It's not very harsh, it's very soothing to look at. Then the two other ornamentation of the dance as such is the costume is the pushpa chuda, the headgear, which is again very unique, and the belt which we wear is called Bengapatiya. So without these two, Odissi is incomplete. And when you see total costume with the pushpa chuda, with Bengapatiya, with silver jewelry and the Odisha textile, you can see that it is in the temple form.
Wow.
So that is why when we perform the items, or we perform whenever the Odissi, it has the spiritual aspect in it, right from the top to the bottom.
To the bottom. Thank you for taking us through that rich legacy and heritage. It's so evident when you speak about it, your respect and love for the art form.
I think for me, dance is my life, my existence. And I think without dance, if you ask me, I think I'm no one.
Kavita ji, you have performed at great Indian festivals such as the Konark festival or the likes of it. How was the experience of that?
Oh yes, you are taking me way back, I think 30 years back now. Yes, I think every dancer has a dream to perform well in the world prestigious festivals. So India has very many festivals now, of course, but at our times it was the Khajuraho, it was Konark, it was Mamallapuram. And when I performed first at the Konark festival, I was only 22. And I still cherish that when I landed on that stage, it was like dream come true, that I had a desire, I had a dream to be there, and there I was. So definitely it was very happy feeling at that moment, but I was nervous too, because you are being watched by many, and of course nowadays even it is more difficult, because it is now on YouTube, so it is going live, but at that time it was only that audience who used to watch you. So one has to be very, very careful and to very authentic. So but by God's grace it went off very well. My father had accompanied me on the Mardala, and at that time I remember that Guru Keluchan Mahapatra ji, Srimati Sanjukta Panindrai ji and Srimati Kumkum Mohanty ji, they were all like sitting in front of you.
Right.
But then I think once I was on stage, it was no one, it was only me, my dance and the God and my Guru.
Sounds profound.
Thank you.
Kavita ji, when it comes to sustaining yourself through a creative field, how difficult can it be, and how has it been for you?
Well, in what terms I would like to?
Financial independence through a creative career in India.
Yeah, that's very true, because this creative art field, which is now very demanding, and of course we are getting a lot of opportunities too nowadays, but I think to sustain, definitely one has to really work hard, and you have to have that much of strength to hold it. Hardships are more than the getting the achievements, and वो बोलते हैं ना कि कांटे ज़्यादा हैं और फूल कम हैं, लेकिन I feel that when an artist decides that this is what I want to do, so I think these in your way or in your career, these thorns doesn't matter. Then you try to solve it, and once you start solving it, automatically the path opens. But yes, to sustain it in nowadays, it is little difficult, and but I think opportunities are more, like in schools one can get the job,
Right.
one can be a good choreographer, one could work as a part-time choreographer, as a dancer. So avenues are more now, but yes, you have to struggle. It is a struggling field, no doubt, but if you love your dance, I think all these hurdles,
They are secondary.
they are secondary.
Kavita ji, it's been nearly 3 decades of being associated with Odissi art dance form. So what do you feel, what kind of a difference does it make to one's personality? Being so involved in a dance form and learning it to the fullest.
Yes, that is a very responsible question, I must say, because
I'm asking the right person.
thank you. And what I would like to tell to my viewers, that how I think the all these years, through these 30 years as you have mentioned, rather I think I'll say that it is 35 years, the journey was not of like bed of roses. Okay, so one has grown day by day. With each minute, each seconds, I have like understood, and as I was growing with it, I think I was going deeper and deeper and deeper.
Right.
So, and I now feel that maybe I've just taken a pearl out of that ocean. I've not taken that ocean, but yes, the journey and the self-realization that through my dance, I feel that it has enhanced my personality in a way that it gives me the power to communicate. So I can adjust to any situation, because when we perform, maybe it is a small stage, maybe the place is not that very very well equipped, but then you make the good use of it. So life is also like that, it has lots of ups and downs.
Ups and downs.
So one has to balance. So this dance really gives you that confidence,
Right.
and that power to overcome all these problems coming in. So it enhances a personality, but above all, it makes you a very good human being. Because through dance, I think one connects so much to the Almighty that you feel that you are a blessed person to be, because there are so many people in the world, but then dance is with you. God has given this as a gift, so I must, worship it. And for that,
That's
I
lovely.
think I feel much more satisfied in that way to be a dancer. And I think in my next birth, I will also again ask that I want to be a dancer.
Being a veteran artist and teacher, Kavita ji, what would be your message to the youth who are making their career in any art form?
Yeah, that's of course, especially for the youth, I would like to say through the portal of CitySpidey that don't give up. It's a hard journey, but at the end you will definitely succeed. And if you love your dance, I'm sure one day or the other you will get this as a prasad, as an offering, as a blessing from the God to you, and slowly you will be into it. So no shortcuts, but do practice, do have lot of patience and passion, 2 P's, and I think that will take you in a longer way.
Like Kavita ji says, life will be full of ups and downs. You have to learn to maintain your posture and balance. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Thank you.